views and opinions expressed on the show are strictly those of the host and guests and do not reflect the opinions of LAP Productions and its affiliates. No topic.
Good evening, you crazy mother. What? Be nice now. Don't be nice. Gotta watch our language. We'll get in trouble tonight because we are unsupervised.
Right.
Sorry about y'all's luck, but Jason is feeling quite under the weather, and he is not going to be joining us this evening. So Joe and I are live without adult supervision. What could go wrong?
Nothing.
What could go right?
Everything.
Oh, seriously? Man, he's all kinds of boosted confidence tonight. I feel like a hero now. Better to be the heroes than a zero for a change.
Right.
Hope you guys doing having a great week. Hope you guys have had a good weekend and stuff. We had an absolute ball this past weekend. Teresa and I got to go do some investigating with Leah and Patty Allen from Paravisions. Had a great time. It was a good time out there it was good out investigating with them again. Good out seeing them and doing some things with them. It was absolutely enjoyable as hell. Hello,
Right.
Michelle. How you doing?
Hey, Michelle.
So, but it was good, man. It's nice. It's nice to investigate.
Yeah.
There's so much on the road running with LAP Productions and Squatch GQ and Skeptical Edge TV. And I'm don't get me wrong, I've had a blast and I can't wait to do this coming weekend. But it's also nice to kind of slow down and just investigate.
Yeah.
Just play in some haunted location. We found a gun.
I agree.
We found a gun in the place.
I found a gun.
A gun.
Like a real one?
Inside yes. Oh yeah. It was up inside the wheel well or the stairwell. I don't know how the hell they got it in there. They had to have gotten in there. Oh yeah. Yeah, it's crazy. What's going on, Supernatural Lost Adventures? What's up? Tessa, how you doing, hon? But yeah, we were looking around the basement, was doing a walkthrough and shit. And he being me, I saw this piece of styrofoam, just kind of square styrofoam, kind of fell down. And I was laying on the duck. The basement's low enough, Joe, that I had to duck.
Whoa.
There's a few places in there I had to duck.
Wow. And this was where?
At this house was built in the late 1800s. No, it's older than that. It's way older than that because it was actually documented to be a stop on the Underground Railroad. It's right here outside of Lebanon, Ohio.
Okay.
And we were down there and we were looking around. And the gun's not that old. It was in a fairly nice new case. But it was a Marlin 22 rifle made for the 50th anniversary of Ducks Unlimited. It had a gold-plated trigger. It had the Ducks Unlimited logo on the plaque, a little medallion on the stock, a solid walnut stock.
Mm-hmm.
Semi-automatic 20 rifle. So it's not that old a rifle. So it's not been that long ago that somebody's put it in there. But yeah, and when one of the guys on Lee's team come up, he came a little bit late. He's like, "How the hell did you guys put this?" I was like, "I was being nosy. I saw a hole. I had to look."
Well, you always gotta look in the hole.
I do. You just never know what you might find in a hole. We found a gun. So that was my interesting weekend. What about you, man? How have we been here? You had to have done something creepy and Scooby. No Scooby in it at all? No investigating? No jinkies? No.
No, I actually stayed home all weekend.
You didn't dress up, go to the bar, nothing?
No, we didn't dress up.
I know. You look like a mafioso every day. So yeah, I dressed up.
Actually, I actually did have a plan. Like I was going to dress up this year. Jenny was not too happy with my choice of costumes.
Well, you can't go around with totally naked on with roller skates and tell everybody that you're a pull toy. That's just not right, man.
Yeah. Plus, with what is starting this week here in Kenosha, it wouldn't have been a good idea.
What?
I was gonna dress up like Kyle Rittenhouse. Because the kid that did that shooting in Kenosha. I was going to do it.
They got people starting some more shit over that already?
Actually, no. They just started his trial this week.
Oh, okay.
So, which I thought was quite interesting because, they're going to try to hang this kid, But what I thought was kind of neat was the opening statements and all that going on today, and the prosecutors actually were referring to the people that Kyle had shot, in my opinion, in self-defense, as victims. And the judge like shut them down. And the judge was like, you know what? You will not call those individuals victims in my courtroom. They were protesters.
Wow.
And I was like,
that's a ballsy move.
Well, you know what? I don't know. It's and for those that don't know what we're talking about, last year during all the protest and unrest, and they were protesting an individual that was shot by police. He did live. He's paralyzed, but he was shot by the police, and of course, that started a lot of unrest and rioting and burning down car dealerships and restaurants. It was a mess, and a lot of people took up arms to protect a lot of these businesses from the looters and all that. And one individual, he was 17 at the time. He was attacked by some protesters, and shots were fired, and he ended up killing 2 people and then shot another one in the arm. So
I remember all that about the shooting and all that stuff. To be honest with you, I don't really track the whole things that's going on in the world that much. Yeah. I need to pay more attention to it because my son is usually very adverse in the current events and things, and I usually try to keep up on it. When we were having the show on a more consistent basis, which we're getting back to starting tonight, we're going to be back more consistently on Tuesday nights at 9:00, like we're supposed to be. We've had a lot of things going on, work schedules and people sick and everything else, because it's just been one of those years. Yeah. But we're getting back to it, but so I haven't really been keeping abreast of it, which is my fault completely. Plus, we have been on the road quite a bit, having fun with, like, I don't know, Jamie and Camille when we went out there to Illinois for the Champaign, Illinois for the Dark History and Horror. Kind of got to see them. That was a good time. I don't
get to have any fun.
I know you had an adult that weekend.
Yeah.
And hopefully, I'm not asking, but I'm saying hopefully things are still going to work out this weekend where we're all going to be in Mid-Michigan Paracon.
Yeah, I don't think I'm going to make that one.
That happens, man. It's called adulting.
Yeah.
And to be honest with you, man, it's our turn to make trips your way. You drove our way several times now. We've not made it to Wisconsin one fucking time yet.
Yeah.
So that's kind of not fair.
You were close.
I was close.
You were like 3 hours away from me.
And in Champaign?
No, in Iowa.
Oh, not?
But it wouldn't have mattered, but I was there, so.
Yeah, that one wouldn't have mattered. I could have went to your house then because you was in Iowa with me.
Yeah.
I had a great time.
But in fact, we definitely, I definitely want to get some things going, and we're going to do a lot of filming. And so, yeah, if you guys make it out here, we're going to do some shit.
We mean you guys. I hope all of us can make it. And Jason's not here this time. Going, what about me? What about you, bub? I'm going to come. And whether anybody else goes with me or not, I don't give a shit. I love him to death. And I want us all to be together. But I need to make a trip out there big time.
Yeah.
I don't care if Teresa makes it or not. Oh, I do too. I want them all to make it. I want all of us to be out there together because that's what we need to do. But I need to make a trip.
I'd actually like to get us into the Brumder Mansion. It's in Milwaukee. It's Milwaukee. It's kind of down in the hood, but that's all right.
That's fine with me. I don't care.
I've been investigating that place since 2007. The owners are awesome. It used to be a speakeasy owned by the mob. It's just there's just huge history behind it. We actually did a video there last year. So I actually had a pretty in-depth oh shit moment there.
Wow. Now, can I find that video on Skeptical Edge TV on YouTube?
Skeptical Edge TV.
Let's find it right there on Skeptical Edge TV and YouTube, along with your Hitler video.
Yes. Is now over 4,000 views.
Bam! You got them shameless pops in there.
And growing.
See? Ooh, are we still talking about the video?
Oh, the video, yeah.
Don't you love how I just work this shameless little plugs in there?
Yeah.
Somebody's got to do it, man. I'm just good at being an asshat.
Yeah.
real good at it. We ain't got to talk about that.
Yeah, I'm getting a lot of things. I'm getting a lot of things going. Probably here real soon. I will. Probably in the next here couple months, I will have a website dedicated to the candles and the resin stuff that I'm doing. I sold a shitload of candles yesterday.
That's good.
Like just on a whim. People are like, "Oh, dude, I like that. Here, let me buy one. Let me buy one. I mean, I was like, holy shit." So
that's a good thing, though.
oh, it was great.
That's absolutely awesome. I can't believe my computer's saying I'm on Wi-Fi. I've got my computer hardlined in. What the hell's going on here?
I was gonna say, it looks like you're kind of struggling over there.
I just don't get it unless it's when it did that big reset. Oh shit! See, that's what you get for coming in at the last minute and trying to set things up.
So you should be able to just go over there and flip it to.
You don't know my luck, man. Everybody always says we should just be able to go do this and go do that, and shit, I'm lucky if I can figure out how to grab my ass half the time.
Yeah,
I have the worst luck with this shit. You know I do.
Right.
I'll click the wrong button. I'll kill the whole thing. So, well, no shit. It went back. The Wi-Fi thing went away now.
It doesn't seem like you're lagging anymore either. So
I'm lagging because I'm old. Damn it.
well, besides that, no, I didn't say sagging. I said lagging.
I don't have any. That's funny, mother. I don't have anything nasty to eat tonight, and I don't have a fact. So we're probably just going to get right into a discussion. And I understand that you have something on your mind that is paranormal related.
You know what? Yes. And
talk to me, Daddy.
And please, nobody take this with any kind of disrespect. I mean, absolutely not.
No, we're always here for an open discussion. Everybody's entitled to their opinion and be respectful to one another, be nice to one another, unless it's me being mean to Joe or Joe being mean to me, then that's okay.
Yeah, that's okay. But and I really want our listeners tonight to really chime in on this discussion, because most of the people that tune into our show are in the paranormal field or have an interest in it. Okay, so I really want them to chime in. So here we go. And disclaimer, I am not defending this person's personality, but we all know about Steve Huff. And I'll say his name. I don't care, because I'm not calling him any names or anything like that.
We're not bashing him. We're not throwing him under the bus, blah, 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 blah.
Steve Huff, Huff Paranormal, he been around the field for 150 years. Makes all these little devices, spirit box, guitar amps, whatever the hell. And I personally, I don't believe in any of this stuff. But he's big on YouTube right now. And he does video. Well, he's been killing it on YouTube. I mean, that guy probably doesn't even work now. He makes so much money off of that. So my thing, he does a lot of these videos where he's contacting, I don't know, like recently deceased celebrities or. Oh, it looked like I just froze up for a second.
You did for just a second.
Damn. But he does these these videos where he's contacting the dead. Let's just say that, with his little boxes or whatever. People lose their mind about this guy. They tell how disrespectful he is, and yada yada yada, and how it's disrespectful and contacting someone that just recently passed. Now, my question to all of you guys: what is disrespectful about that?
My issue, and mine was strictly personal. I remember when the couple in the paranormal that was well known, it was Zach Wagons and all that stuff, and all that tragedy happened there. He talked to them within a couple hours after all the news coming out, what had happened. Supposedly, he made contact with them, and I mean, the paranormal community come unglued, and not so much that it did away with him. He's still there. You know what I mean?
Oh, it just grew him even more. Yeah.
Yeah. There's been people in the community that's done far less than what he's done that is offensive, and have been completely driven out of the field where he's not. And maybe because he really doesn't give a crap about all that. He's got his followers and his listeners, and that's all he cares about.
Yeah.
And you either like him or you don't like him. Either way, if you click on his video and you watch it, you're still raising his numbers. You're still making him profitable. So, but I took it and was pissed out about it when he did it with Robin Williams, but he was such an influence to me.
Yeah. Now,
so that was not so much a matter of and now that I'm older and I look back at it and stuff, it was not so much of what did I really think what he did was wrong. I was just hurt and pissed at the time, and immediately took it as an offensive and got defensive. Did he truly do anything wrong? I don't know. I don't. In some ways, I see that he didn't, because he's just making contact with somebody on the other side, and that's what we all do. Granted, but he also profits off his stuff. He gets paid for it. He is monetized through YouTube and everything else. So it is a money-making thing for him. He's not doing it because they want to help a family member out. He's not doing it because he's trying to gather evidence or anything like that to try to build some kind of rapport or anything like that. He's doing it strictly for attention and profit.
Now,
wrong?
And that was going to be my question. Is that wrong? Is that disrespectful? Because I have a counter on that one. I'm just waiting for you to answer.
Well, see, I'm going to try to pick which one I don't think you have a counter, the opposite of what you have a counter for. So I'm going to say that you're going to say, yeah, no, and I'm going to say, yeah, it is disrespectful. But I'm trying to figure out, if you ask me, why would it be disrespectful? I'm trying to figure out my debate on that.
Oh, no, I wasn't going to ask why.
No, that's the perfectly good acceptable answer to ask is why.
Yeah.
You're talking about something like this. We're having a discussion. This is stirring the pot, and we're stirring the pot up right now when we're talking about people contacting people famous and putting it out there quickly after they deceased. He did the same thing with Kobe Bryant and his daughter.
Yes.
So these situations, and there's more than just him doing it too.
Oh yeah, there are people that are jumping on that idea.
They were trained by him doing it.
Because it is honestly, and like I said, I do not defend this man's personality, because I personally do not like him as a person.
We're looking at it strictly on a professional level.
But strictly on what he does, I don't. So like you were saying that, it's a moneymaker, it's profits. Okay. So now what about Ghost Adventures?
What about them? They've never went after somebody.
No,
moments after they passed away.
But why are they doing it?
Why they're doing? Well, I'm talking about as far as being on TV.
Yeah.
Once any of them get it on TV,
profits. Because if you didn't care, like if you weren't doing it for the money, you would take all the money that you made from your TV shows and maybe give it to that location, give it to a charity, if you didn't care about the money.
Well, and there's a lot of people that investigate that way and do a lot of charity events.
Mm-hmm.
But once you get to that level to where they've been on TV the way they are, and for how long they've been on TV, the monetization thing is the whole sole purpose that they're doing it. They keep. Let's see. Damn man with big cheeks not here. What's going on, John? So, but yeah, it's all for profit. Once you get to that certain level like that, you have to be about profit. You have to be about the monetization of it. Like it or not, that's part of it. Like even if like LAP Productions started getting 4.3 million followers and we was putting out videos all the time and stuff, we would be monetized. We'd want to have people trying to advertise and things like that. And it would be for things, but not so much as in, babysitting. He's got the grandbaby today.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. Hell yeah. It wouldn't be so much though for profit as in trying to make a living off of it, because I want to make profit, but I want to do it for LAP Productions. I want to build LAP Productions where we can put more things out there. We can afford to make the feature movies that we want to make, but not have to go borrow money or beg for money and all that stuff. Because or ask for, what is it?
GoFundMe.
Yeah, GoFundMes and stuff like that. So it's stuff that I want to see monetize, which is a monetization. So it would be also coming off of what we're doing in the paranormal and also in the cryptid areas and also with Squatch GQ magazine and Squatch GQ energy drink. There's my plugs again.
There you go.
Work those some bitches in there. But I want to see, and I want some of this to come back to, I want a lot to the same thing for the Skeptical Edge TV, because we do work so much together. I want both of these to the point where they can be monetized, where they can work together to put more things out, to work with more people like Michelle LeBaron.
Hey, Michelle.
See how she was there, just walk right in. Hey, how you doing?
Walk right into it. But
but
again, like how.
Hey, let's do it for a little recap for some of the people starting. The topic tonight is Joe has got something on his mind, and we're talking about people who do things like Steve Huff. They contact people after the recently deceased. Joe is wanting to know where the problem with it is, and that he's doing that, and other people are doing that. What's so wrong about it? Yeah. I'm on the stance that it's not right, but thank God he's not asked me for any kind of defense against it.
Well, I mean, I would like to know, and I would like to know from our listeners also.
You guys always chime in, please, because this is a discussion. We're stirring some pots here, but we're having an intelligent discussion about it.
And like I said, this is no disrespect towards Steve. There's no disrespect towards any of our listeners, huh?
Since we keep naming his name,
I'm not.
We're trying to get an understanding on everybody's generalized feel of it and why they have that feeling.
And basically, what made me go there was not too long ago with this whole I can't even think of the names. The girl that went missing, then they found her body. And the boyfriend and stuff. So he did a video.
His body now.
Yes, he is dead. Also,
they were looking for him to be the murderer, but he was already murdered.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe he took his own life. I'm not sure.
I don't know.
But he had done some videos where he had allegedly made contact with what was the name? Gabby?
Yeah.
Something like that. Where he had made contact with her. And then right after they found his body, I believe, or maybe it was right before, I don't know. He did a video. Supposedly he made contact with the boyfriend also. And people just lost their shit about it.
Every time he puts one out like that.
Yeah. And
but as they lose their shit, they share it to their friends, which drives his numbers up more, which makes it
yeah. So Michelle just said, I feel it keeps the spirits there instead of letting them go to the light. Okay.
I can understand that.
Now.
Here we go. This is what we want. This is why.
Yes. So, okay. And I have never been to said location, but let's use Waverly Hills. Okay. If I remember correctly, there is they say there's a spirit of a little boy.
She also just put on there, I felt causes them to be earthbound.
Okay. Interesting. So there is allegedly a spirit at Waverly Hills, a little boy that all these people taking the tours and all that can interact with and make contact with and all that. And I've had people argue with me about this whole topic and be like, well, Steve didn't have permission from the families. Okay. So let's jump back over to Waverly real quick. And there's said little boy, let's just call him Billy Bob or something like that. And
just because he's in Kentucky, he's gonna be Billy Bob.
Could have said Jed, but
could have said Jay.
I don't know. Billy Bob just popped in my head. I don't know why.
I'm sorry. I distracted you. I apologize.
Oh, you're fine. But
I know I'm not.
But my question is, so let's say Waverly's booked up for 2022 already. Okay. Do all of these people or whoever's going to go in there and make contact with said Billy Bob, do they have permission from Billy Bob's family? You know what I mean? So,
and I get that, but with what Michelle just said, that poses another question to me. And with what you just said there, if us trying to make contact with these spirits and stuff is keeping them from going to the light and also keeping them earthbound, are we now perpetuating the problem of them not being able to rest in peace for eternity because we keep making this communication, keep talking to them, and keep bringing them back and keeping them held here? As paranormal investigators, by doing so on locations like this, we keep talking the same one over and over again. Are we perpetuating that?
Yeah, I mean,
This is down a hell of a rabbit hole.
Are we no better than the people that we sit and bash on Facebook and stuff?
Well, Michelle said we could be holding spirits back, communicating with him. That's pretty much what I was just saying.
Yeah.
Same. And I've never considered that perspective. That I mean,
you know what? Neither have I. Like that actually just kind of blew my mind a little bit.
And I can't say that for me to be able to say that I would agree with that, mean that I would have to have more of a religious overtone to what I do and how I feel than what I do. I don't think that I'm I'm a firm believer that there's nothing that's here that doesn't want to be here. I don't think there's anything of a truth to us being stuck here or anything like that. God gave us free will. He even gives the free will to deny him. So I don't think that you're either in heaven or you're on earth. I think that part of your heaven can be parts of your visits on earth, places that you had your happiest memories of, your childhood memories, and your adult life, where you had a cabin that you went to with your family all the time.
Yeah.
And every year you went there and stuff, and you revisited these places. And sometimes other people were there, and when you revisited, you interact, and it like freaks them out because your spirit, your energy's there. So I don't think that with having that free will, I just don't buy that whole thing that when my physical body dies and my soul and my spirit is now in control, that all of a sudden it's got to go to this certain place and it has to fucking stay there.
Yeah.
What? You give me free will when I'm in a physical form, but I'm bound when I'm in an energy. I can't abide by that. I can't agree with that. Even when I was still going to Southern Baptist Church with my mom and stuff, that's what got me in trouble with the church a lot of times, because I just can't see how a loving, caring God, he's going to give you free will and free movement as a human being in the physical form. He's going to strip all away from you and stick you in one certain spot whenever your soul goes. That's where it's got to go. That's where it's got to stay. That's it. No movement. Don't you dare go that line. Starting to sound like Voinovich, our governor here. Wait, during the shutdown. See, someone could have passed that day you come in contact with. Could they possibly be earthbound? True. Very true.
Yeah.
Jamie says, my thought, those kind of people do it for the wrong reason, for the hike and fame, and not for the so-called Philip. Yeah, I agree with that. It's all about the fame, and that's it.
Okay. Here we go.
Michelle, it's all a mystery.
It is.
Don says, some spirits are attention whores. They come to us without asking for them. Oh, I'm going to be that.
So
I'm going to be that. I'm telling you right now, if I croak tomorrow...
Oh, I'm not going anywhere.
If I croak tomorrow, you guys better start investigating me as quickly as you can, because I plan on knocking on every one of you's door. And a few of you, ladies, your showers are going to be different for a little while. I promise.
Oh, that's all right. I'm going to get you...
I can travel.
When you come out of the shower, I'm going to flick you right in the dick. Bing.
Oh, I'll know it was you. I'm like, God damn it, Joe.
But don't worry. I'll have my eyes closed all the time.
Teresa, sage the house, and Joe, go away. Open the windows first.
Banish him. Put him in a plastic bag.
See, that's a whole different rabbit hole. We'll talk about that later. Because I see, you get me on tangents with this shit, because there's so many.
Dude, honestly, I love talking about this stuff.
Oh, I love it. I love in-depth discussions, and I love how everybody's being respectful and they have different opinions, and that's how we learn. That's how we progress as human beings, as paranormal investigators, overall.
I mean, and like going back to Jamie's comment, you're doing it for the wrong reason. Okay, what is the right reason?
I'm going to Michelle's house. We're going to eat some pizza.
Yeah,
that's what you kids call it these days. Have a good night, Michelle. Thanks for joining us.
Bye, Michelle. But
be a bad.
Yeah. So
the boss ain't here.
So what Jamie was saying. So what is the right reason? What is the
I get that. What's the right reason? What's the wrong reason? For me, I tend to agree with Jamie. A lot of them do it for the fame and the recognition and just to get some attention. And for me, no matter what you're doing, if you're solely doing it for that purpose, you're doing it for the wrong reason. But that's just my opinion. I don't care what it is. I don't care if I don't care if it's playing sports. If you're only doing it because you want to be recognized and be, I don't give a shit if it's paranormal investigating. I don't give a shit if it's only at your daily job. Mm-hmm. If you're only there looking for those pat on the back and those accolades, you're truly doing it for the wrong reason. I'm not that attention guy. I don't like that attention. If it comes to me and and it happens, fine. But if it's like right here, we're getting attention now.
Okay.
This is part of what we do, part of what we enjoy doing podcasts or these live feeds and vlogs and all this other stuff. We enjoy the shit out of them.
Are we doing it because we like it, or are we doing it for the attention?
We do it because we like it, because some nights we have 0 viewers and we're still.
Because I was gonna say, God knows it's not the fame. But
see, we really enjoy having these discussions, and whether people watch it with us live or whether they watch it later or whether they never see it at all, we still do it. I've been doing it for 10 years now.
Yeah. So okay. So let's go back to this right and wrong reason. Okay.
Well, I just said my reason.
In your opinion, let's just what is the right reason?
The right reason?
Mm-hmm.
If you're actually trying to make contact, bring solace, bring some kind of unresolved issues, help somebody out in some way, you're doing it. And it doesn't matter what you're doing. If you're doing it to really truly help somebody, to me, it's no different than we had that discussion too. We was talking about doing an event, doing it for charity, and then telling people and showing people where it all went on stuff.
Yeah.
I do all kinds of things behind the scenes, and most of us do. Most of us are very, very giving, caring people, but you never hear about it because most of us will not do it and do not do it for the recognition. If you're doing anything for the recognition, for you to get your glorification or your pat on the back, it's the wrong reason. If you're doing it to get answers and to help somebody else or to help that spirit along the way, to me, you're doing it for the right reason.
All right, let me ask you a question. Sorry, man. I'm on this tonight.
I'm glad you are. I love it.
So let's say we all get a group together.
Thank you, Mama.
Mama D, thank you. So we all get a group together. Let's say the 3 of us and all of our listeners, we all take a trip to Louisville, and we're going to go to Waverly.
That's
right?
11 of us. That's enough people to go.
Right? So we're all going to go to Waverly. Okay?
Let's go.
We're going to go investigate. We're going to go make contact with Billy Bob and Thelma and whoever else is there. Okay?
What about Louise?
Louise will be there, I'm sure.
Okay. Well, they want the clip together. They got to be together.
So we do our investigation, right? Checking for EVPs and spirit boxes and all the little coat hanger things and doing all that, right? Okay. Now let me ask you a question.
Ask away. It's what I'm here for.
Who did we help?
Well, see, there's different ways. The way that you're saying that calm things help. What we helped here was the fact that we're actually trying to establish some form of communication and trying to see if we actually can prove or disprove anything that is paranormal, which by definition is anything that you cannot explain scientifically yet. So we're trying to find those basis answers so that way we can learn and educate ourselves on where the basic starts to go see if we can't progress it to the point of where we have an understanding and know truly what paranormal is. Because right now, when we say, "Oh, look, I caught an EVP of a ghost," we don't know that EVP is really a fucking ghost. We know that there's sounds that sounds like something that was said, but we can't prove that it was a ghost because we can't prove what a ghost is. We have no absolute basis of what's going on. So at this point in time, if we were smart and if everybody would be cooperative together, we would actually do nothing but collecting data right now and comparing data to one another and everybody that's involved. So that way we can finally get down to what the basis of what we know or don't know. We don't even know for sure if it's EMFs even involved with paranormal activity. Yeah. We speculate that. It's been speculated though since they started using a freaking compass.
So why did you?
What's going on, Lee? I was talking about you guys earlier.
Lee, what up? God, I haven't seen Lee in forever.
I just saw him this past weekend investigating.
I know.
Great. I know what you flip me off.
Because I don't get to do anything fun.
John says it's all about helping people living and the dead, and it shouldn't be private between people involved unless you use it for teaching. And that's kind of like what I was saying. It's educational purposes and stuff. You can do it, but we all don't collect data. I don't collect data at all anymore. Unless we are doing a private residential, I do not ever collect data anymore for myself. I don't feel I need to. I'm not going to collect a damn bit. I'm not going to collect, and I don't care how skeptical you are or aren't. I don't care how much stuff I collect. I can't prove to you anything that I just experienced.
Yeah, I mean,
I can't prove one bit of my evidence, not one bit of my credible evidence that I think that I have. Can I prove to you or anybody else? Ever?
Jamie's comment right now.
We do it to satisfy our interest in the paranormal field.
Beautiful.
True. to satisfy our interests. So it is more of a personal thing than it is, which now keeps it back in the level to where it's not done for profit or fame or recognition. It's being done for personal experience and knowledge and understanding. And I like your comment, Jamie. God, I wish I could cut.
Just want to give you a big kiss.
No shit. Not on the lips. I don't like
Oh,
you.
I'll kiss him on the lips. I don't care.
So you could be helping someone that has a question and has no one to ask. Watching your live investigations may answer some of their questions. And that's true. That sometimes when I go live, because a lot of people can't make it to all these locations and stuff. And going live gives somebody a chance to open up that door. And if there truly is a way to understand the energy and feel the energy, oh shit, George just wrote a book. My opinion only, and I respect that. We all do. I just had this conversation with a friend a half hour ago. The field has gotten stale. 3 years ago, the field had more fun to it. We always have fun. You should investigate with us one time. You'll never know what fun is.
One time.
Yeah, that's all you want to do because we're stupid.
Yep.
I bring fun. He does too. He brings a lot of fun. But I see people look at me. I still investigate and give hope to people. And you should, that are afraid of death.
Okay.
There's somebody that me and Joe knows, and there's a whole bunch of people that know the guy. I won't name him because me and him I still like him. I still respect him. He's a great guy. We're still friends, but we totally different on this. He doesn't like the way I investigate because I do have fun. Mm-hmm. I do use a lot of humor in mine, and he doesn't like that at all. And he says that there's no fun in investigating. It's just serious stuff. And I can see that. Justin Arnett. What's going on, Justin? 765 Paranormal in the house. Investigating with Jay is never boring. No, it's not. but it's I started using this because it was the best way for me to explain it. There's been nights we've been nothing but serious, and had nothing happen. And the nights that I be myself and allow my energy loose, we've had some great nights. Now, does it do to me? No.
I was going to say, do you think that's a coincidence? Do you think that's a...
I think this because of simple thing. I always call it, and I tell people they make fun of it all the time. I call it the Monster Inc. theory. If you notice,
as in like the cartoon,
as in the cartoon, as in the movie. If you notice through Monsters Inc., when they was using all the dark and negative, it took forever. It was almost the factory was going to go shut, and it's all going to end. They wouldn't have their energy, and everything's going to be gone. But the moment they start getting laughter, it overwhelmed those things, and they didn't have to scare. They got more energy, more activity.
Okay.
Because of positive energy, and the reason why I say that is because if you think about the planet right now, I know we see all this tragedy in the news all the time, every day, because that's what they want to show you. But you think about your day-to-day life, how much tragedy you really experience. So how much tragedy is everybody really experiencing? Very minimal. That's why they sensationalize it so much, because it keeps it controlled, it keeps the fear. So if the majority of the people on the planet are actually good, cheerful, and loving, caring people, why are you going after them with negative energy to meet them, to interact with them? You go with a positive attitude and a positive energy. We seem to get more activity that way. We have all kinds of activities. Sometimes we don't. Sometimes we still have a very dead night. No pun intended. But it's the matter of what you put into it, you get out of it. You look for dead and dark, you'll get dead and dark. You look for happy, up and uplifting, you'll get more up in that.
Yeah.
You're not going to walk into a children's thing and start going, oh, there's a demon in here. Well, come on. It's children's spirits. Come on. Come on. And now, if there wasn't that kind of dark energy there, you've now opened the door and invited it in. You perpetuated it out. And it doesn't matter whether you're paranormal investigating or anything else. What you put out, you get back.
Yeah.
So you put out negative energy in that atmosphere, you're going to draw negative energy towards you. Of course, it's going to be dark and demeaning. You made it that way. You created it. Now we go back to the whole thing of, are you experiencing manifestation, or are you manifesting your experience?
Yeah.
So now, is it mind over matter or matter over mind? God, you're making me use my brain today.
I know.
See, Mama D says, I learned tons the first time I watched live at 101 Cafe. You answered questions I never knew I had and made me want to learn more. And that's great. That's to me, that's the one thing about it is, Justin, so true. Thank you. One of my favorite things about the paranormal investigating is that there is no true, definite, proven answers. No matter how many professionals, no matter how many people putting themselves out there as specialists or anything else says, there's no proof to any of this. No one yet has proven the existence of a ghost, period. with any kind of
Who was it
scientific
earlier
proof.
that said it's all a mystery?
Right.
I think it was Michelle that
So
made that comment.
that's the good thing. Yeah, Michelle. That's the good thing about it, though, is that as long as you're willing to be open-minded and listen and learn from others, and not be defensive of what you think that you're the exact way and the exact one that knows everything about it, you are unlimited in your growth and your knowledge. And that's one thing I love about it. For every time I think I find an answer, I actually find 60 fucking new questions, and I love it.
Oh, just when you think you answer one, 10 more pop up. So yeah, absolutely. And I mean, I'll be honest, 20 years ago, maybe not to the day, but whatever, 20 years ago, I had always been curious about paranormal, ghosts and cryptids. And, I mean, hell, I was born in Scotland. My dad told me all kinds of stories about Loch Ness Monster growing up. And Bigfoot and I mean, I used to sit there every week and watch In Search Of with my dad when I was a little kid.
Oh God, yeah.
And yes, I remain very skeptical. But it was just like I always wanted to, like, wow, I scared the shit out of myself all the time, running around the house by myself in the dark or whatever. But as I grew up, I wanted to know. And then I had an experience myself that really fast tracked and like launched me into what is going on. And that's why I got into it. I got into it strictly for myself. I wasn't out there to help people. I wasn't. And some people are like, oh my God, I can't believe you say that. No, honestly, I literally did it for myself because I had questions. I didn't care about anyone else.
You were there my first night ever investigating. You know why I got involved in it? Because my wife wanted to go. My niece wanted to go for her birthday. So I took them there to the post town for her birthday, and Teresa wanted to do it too. I've been hooked ever since. I had no intention to get involved in the paranormal. The line that got me wasn't what you said, was what Brian Hensley told me.
What was that?
If I go, he said, well, you hunt and fish and everything. I said, yeah, absolutely. He goes, so you go fishing all day long and you don't get a single bite. I'm like, it happens. So fish don't exist.
Yeah.
That was the most simplistic thing that topped it off that night, that conversation. And Joe sat there till 7:30, 8 o'clock in the morning talking with me. Theories after ideas, and discussing things. Between that conversation and that one fucking statement, I was hooked on paranormal from that point on. We
created a monster.
Oh, absolutely. Because I realized how blind I went through my life. How dismissive. If I was always the way, not even skeptic. Skeptic would be an intelligent person compared to the way I was. I was closed-minded. If I could not explain it or figure it out instantly and know what it was, I dismissed it. Just absolutely, because being a Southern Baptist raised, we were always taught that there's things in the world that God doesn't want you to understand or explain because it's just above you. So I didn't try to figure it out. I figured, well, that's in God's hands, so none of my business.
Right? Yeah, whatever.
See, true, you get what you give. Well, I have seen ghosts many times. So for me, I've proved it to myself. And that's all you need to do. And I've seen things that you thought would never exist. Absolutely. Lee said, absolutely. I always say 95% we can figure out, and that 5% we scratch our heads and try to figure out the unknown. Absolutely. I agree. There's more about that we can, let's say that word up there, debunk, than what we can.
We get like a big red stamp debunked across the screen.
Remember that Monster Garage? Done! Big red, they stamped that big done on it. But we've gotten so far from the topic where we was discussing. For those that came in a little bit late, we were discussing that things like that people do, like Steve Huff, where they get right in there and they try to talk to somebody immediately after they pass away, especially a celebrity person. Joe's thing is, are they truly doing anything wrong, or are they doing anything different than what we do every time we paranormal investigate? One of the responses was that they didn't have permission from the families to try and make contact with them. But then again, none of us have permission to talk to anybody that we ever speak to in the paranormal. So if that's the case, then we're all wrong. By that standard, we're all wrong. And you're right with that assumption and that statement, in my opinion. God, I just agree with you, old peckerhead.
I know. So we'll go back to Steve.
Yes, Jay is all Joe's fault.
Yes, I own you.
Don't call me your bitch.
No, I won't do that. Yeah, we're all doomed.
You've been doomed from the start, man.
Right?
But we're honest about it.
But so going back to like Steve and all that, right? He obviously has found a way to make a living doing what he loves, paranormal, right?
Yep.
Which one of us would not like to do that? Like,
yeah.
if you could make a living traveling the country, pay your bills.
He don't have a country. He pretty much stays home.
Well, but you know what I'm saying. Like, if you could just go out there.
Oh shit.
What?
Go ahead. Well, I read George's question.
What the what?
A question. No, finish your statement. Don't.
Oh, okay, I'm sorry. I was reading and. Okay.
No shit. Stop reading. Start talking.
Where was
Dead
it?
air is what you don't have on radio, man. You know, he was on FM once.
Yeah. Well, that's a whole nother topic for a show.
Oh, did Jay just take a dig?
Oof. Yeah. Anyways.
Corner, man.
Huh?
Angry Irishman.
Oh, beautiful hot sauce. Anyways.
Oh, Mr. Scott Greenwald. What's happening?
Scott Greenwald, man.
But anyway, come on.
So, would you not enjoy making a living traveling, investigating if you could?
Oh, if I could, I know I'd absolutely love it. Don't get me wrong.
I don't see how it's possible, but
yeah. But I'm just saying I can see how it's possible, but it's not going to be possible for me for the way I do things. First off, I don't have that pretty TV face.
Yeah.
And I don't know how to keep my big mouth shut when I want to say fuck off.
Yeah.
So I'm doomed. I'm going to have to see something that's going to have some sponsors that's got some people's got a sense of humor.
Yeah.
Let's go to George's two questions. I have a question
for
you, a two-part question. Today with the magic wand, what would you fix in the field? What do you miss in the field? What would I fix in the field? People being more open-minded to have exactly what we're doing here. More people having more discussions and less it's almost like an old style wrestling circuit. This is my territory. That's your territory. This is your territory. Some people have that mentality, not all, but some. And I wish that people would be more open-minded about discussing and sharing things so we can progress the field.
Honestly, I wish we could get rid of a lot of the egos.
That's part of it right there. Egos too.
Yeah.
What do you miss in the field?
Kind of, you know what? I miss being able to work with other groups. Like
see, I can give you that look because I do it all the time. I work with all kinds of
people. Yeah. This was part of the reason why I did step away a while back.
But I wouldn't let you leave, would I?
No. Just when I thought I was out, they bring me back in.
Get your ass back here, boy.
But you know, it was about trying to find answers. It was about trying to catch that holy grail, get the proof, whatever. It is so commercialized now. Like it's so maybe I'm trying to think of the word for it. It's everyone's fighting to get a spot on TV. Everyone's fighting for that. It's the ego thing. It's the, you know, I have the best evidence ever, and you know, I've had TV producers tell me that I've got the best evidence they've ever seen. And put that shit away, man. Put that shit away. Go out, do what you love doing, but put all that shit away, man. Quit posting all your shit on Facebook. Quit, you know, look at me. I've got the best evidence, and look what happens to me every single day. And no, it don't. No, it don't, man. Stop.
Yep. Lisa, I believe we all should be open-minded, and we can we can go to each other for guidance or questions. This field, we get so much further. I'm always here to help any way I can. And he's helped me at tremendous times. Usually we got a residential case, something like that in this area. I refer to them to lead them because they have so much more experience than I do. Now, do I go along with them and help them out if I can? Absolutely. But they have way more experience than I do in handling residential and stuff. So in this area, they're my go-to people, and they know it.
Yeah.
So when it's less popular, I agree.
Yeah.
And what I miss about the field, one thing do I miss? It's actually a two-part answer here, but they go together: common sense and the basic understanding. Because, like I said earlier, I don't care how much quantum physics and quantum mechanics and all this fancy words you throw out there and you throw in this stuff. And I heard the other night, it wasn't even called. I was watching Teresa's actually watching one of the show. It wasn't called a live EVP anymore. They was doing a in the moment session or in the moment assessment. In the moment assessment.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So it's kind of like saying, I'm a forklift operator. Oh no, wait a minute. I'm a material handling specialist. Quit.
Yeah.
Stop it. It's we don't even have the basics of what we're doing proven whatsoever. We cannot prove one bit of evidence any of us have. Not that I'm saying that's not valid. Not that I'm saying that you don't have great evidence, because I've seen a lot of y'all's evidence and I'm amazed by it. And I consider it evidence. But if you truly had to break it down and prove that it was a ghost, first off, no one on this planet can prove what a ghost is. We have an idea what we think it is.
Yeah.
We have perception what we think it is. We have a definition inside of a dictionary and encyclopedia and all these other wonderful things. But prove it. Prove that's what you experienced. You can't. So I miss the fact that people were just being basic, understanding, knowledge, and being using common sense in situations. I think a lot of times our problem is that we overthink things. And on that being said, a lot of times, all the time, we seem like we get spirits from 50, 100, 200 years ago. How the hell is supposed? Well, if you just walk up that device that's got that green light on it, well, fuck, 100 some years ago, they didn't have a light, let alone a green one.
Yeah.
That'd be something fucking magical to them.
What if they're colorblind?
Well, and you're, well, there you go. Never even thought about that, you prick.
Yeah. Why do you got to make it different colors? What if they're colorblind?
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. They don't even know what a light is, but yet we're telling them to go to a light or look at the light. There's so many bases of what we're doing, and there's pieces of equipment that are being built for $300, $400, $500, $600 that can't tell you any more than what that little $60 K2 meter told you. Yeah. That's what gets me. And I'm not that I'm dispelling them. I just don't understand how some people are trying to take it into a quantum physics level and everything like that. We can't even explain the basics. And trust me, I'd have a lot more of the equipment if I could afford it.
See, I'm not a big equipment person. I never have been. I
am for the simple reason of it's to me, since I have a basic understanding of what we think is and what we accept as a standard with EMFs and all that stuff, even though it's not proven, that gives me some sort of validation of what I'm experiencing. Not that it gives me any proof, because I can't prove it, but it validates my experience. And I hate to say this. No, I don't hate to say it. When it comes to paranormal right now, I'm in it for me. If I get to share a moment with you guys and share experience with somebody, then that's wonderful. But if I get to sit down and I do it a lot, I end up in rooms and places by myself. I'll be at 101 again here soon, all by myself. And my equipment gives me validation to what I'm experiencing. I know that if that EMF detector goes off, I know there's a fluctuation in the EMF field. Do I know what caused that? No. Do I know that that's paranormal? No. Do I know they had a weird feeling or something like that at the same time that it happened? Yeah. Can I explain why it went that way? Fuck no. But I have something to validate my experience. I have something to validate why that there is something electrical in the atmosphere that's causing me to feel this way, possibly. It may be scientifically explained to somebody that's got a brain, but I'm not that person, so I thought it was paranormal. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? It gives me that validation, and also the visual aspect, understanding what might be going on from me with the understanding of the knowledge that I have now. Now, I might come 10 years down the road, Mr. Greenwald and Lee and a couple others and George, or one of them have a huge scientific breakthrough, proven scientific breakthrough, and I found out that everything I thought was right now was bullshit.
Yeah.
But until that point in time, it's the best scientific basis that I have. I don't have abilities. I'm not psychic. I'm psychotic. It's like Teresa tells everybody, it's like, I'm a psychic medium. I'm like, I'm a psychotic double extra large.
Yeah.
So I get not liking equipment, but I don't do it because I want to prove anything to you. I do it because I want to understand what's happening to me.
And I don't mind using it from time to time. Oh, I froze up again. Damn. I think there are ways to try to validate stuff by using them. I just don't think it happens as much as we would like it to.
Very true, Jamie.
Now, yeah, and well, thank you, George.
No, I don't sugarcoat shit. I can't. I don't know how.
And I try to
And there's a whole bunch of them here in this room that don't sugarcoat things. Every one of these people in this room, except for George and Scott, every one of these people in this room right now, pretty much everyone, I can't say everyone, the majority of the people in this room, I have actually worked with and been around with and investigated with or done things with. So I'm looking at it. Oh, George typed a book again. I gotta read. God damn it, I can't read. The equipment is getting too expensive, like gas, to fill my truck. Absolutely, I am basic. Handheld recorder, compass, music box, flashlight, positive attitude can help. Absolutely amazing. Yeah. But I do love the tech. I love the tech. I wish I could afford 1/10 of things that Mr. Conklin's building and so many other. It's out of my price range. I just can't afford it. I'm not. And Lee, God, I get investigated with Lee, man. I feel like a kid Christmas morning. He's like, I'm like, what kind of new toys Lee got now? And I want to touch it, but I know my luck, I'll break it, so I don't touch it. And I wait till Lee gets out of the box.
Yeah.
Can we use that one over there? Can you touch that one for me?
Turn that on.
Does it get warm in my hand? Sick bastard.
That won't, but I know what will.
Stop it. You want to go fishing with me sometime?
Right.
When we go paranormal investigating, get our sweet cheeks. And there's so much more to it, though. I mean, it's just not in the paranormal. I see some of the same things in the cryptid world, too. Like the Squatch Bat.
The who?
The Squatch Bat.
Oh, I've never heard of that one.
Oh, it's a miniature ash or oak made by Louisville Slugger to tree knock with. Made for one of the TV celebrities of the Squatch community. And they sell them at the events and shit. And, because...
Couldn't you just use a stick?
Bodine's run through the woods with a fucking stick beating on trees, and you got to have a special bat for that now.
See,
look at that there in the corner, John. You see that? Keep changing the logo up there. Time to flip another one. There you go. There's a good picture.
Yeah, I don't know. It's sometimes I wish that you could take, like George was saying, with this magic wand. Okay.
I got a magic wand for you.
Me too, and it'll get warm in your hand too. But if you could snap your fingers, and tomorrow, everybody's fame, whatever you want to call it, in the paranormal field was gone, right? And
not
everyone. And no, I would like to see what if everyone had to start over, right? From day one again, who would be where? Know what I mean?
I think there's certain people who wouldn't hardly change at all.
Yeah, I think there.
I
think there are people.
I can name some people that I know has been on TV more than once. Been on there multiple times, and they're no different than sitting down and me and you talking like we are right now.
Yeah,
there are so many of them that are so supportive, so helpful, so everything. So I wouldn't want that to happen because those people have stuck to being true to who they are. They've stuck to what they believe that the field is. They've progressed as things have progressed with the field. They've not stagnated in their own little beliefs and opinion. I thought that their way is the only way. And I think that they've worked their asses off to get the recognition that they have and that they fucking deserve. And I would never want to take that away from them. There's some jackasses in the field that I think they're doing it for the wrong reasons. As we discussed earlier when we started this whole entire discussion, they're only doing it for the fame, fortune, recognition. And I've said this to, and there's a bunch of people in the room that know how I feel about this. I love the people that you can tell when they're getting into the paranormal field, they're kind of new. All they want to do is get on TV. Yeah. They keep talking about how they want to get on TV. They want to get an episode on TV. They want my ghost story. They want to get stuff on this. I do everything in my power to help them get what they want. I will take them places. I will help them. I will work with them. I will show them the equipment. I show them everything that I know.
But you want no part of it.
Not for just that reason. First off, I don't want any part of it because anything me and Teresa's ever investigated that's went on TV, we've had several places that we've investigated go become an episode. I've denied them even to allow to mention my name.
Yeah,
I'm not doing it for this. It's not why I do it. That's what I'm doing it for. But I will help that person because I know two things are going to happen. They will get what they want. Actually, what will happen is they'll learn everything they can from me. They'll find the location that I've introduced them to. They'll get the evidence that they want. They'll submit it and they'll get picked. They'll forget they even fucking knew me and they'll go in there and speak to me again. They always forget who helped get them there.
Yeah, there is a lot of that.
Top. So the faster I get them fuckers to the top of where they want to be, the faster they get the fuck out of my way. That may sound mean. That may sound cruel. But it's actually the reality of it. The faster I get them through the system to where they want to be to get that recognition that they need to have, they then go away and allow me to continue to do my work. The work that I've been doing now for 10 years. The work that I keep diligently believing in. The work that I still enjoy to do. I'm just as giddy as a kid. The first time I've ever had my head touched and now when I get touched by something, I still just as freaks me out and it's just as adrenaline junkie and as fun to me as it is the first time. If you want to call me a paranormal investigator instead of a ghost hunter instead of a paranormal investigator, then call me that. I don't give a shit what you call me. I'm having a time of my life learning and sharing knowledge and understanding to the best of our ability that we have now. Period. Don't give a shit. Yeah. Don't like the way I say that. Don't like the way I investigate. Then don't fucking investigate with me. Don't watch me.
Yeah.
Because I'm not changing, bitches.
Yeah. No,
You both absolutely brought a good show tonight. Dinner time, boys. George, have a little dinner for me. I'd appreciate the shit of it because I'm a fat man and I can't eat any more tonight because I'm on a diet.
Oh,
that's a lie. I'm never on a diet. I try it all the time.
You know, I've been trying to watch my figures since I can't get anyone else to do it. So
bullshit. I'm just too far away. Thanks. Hey, Lee, you're one of the great guys too, man. You've been helping me out for all 10 years I've been in the field. I've known you and stuff. And it's just one of the people that I go to. I ain't going about Scott Greenwell's in here. I've asked him questions before.
Scott's awesome.
George, I've asked questions for. I don't have a problem with asking anybody because I know beyond a shadow of a doubt that I don't know a lot.
Yeah. Well,
I'm not as smart as all my friends.
Who does though? I mean, you know what I mean? Like you might know something that I don't know, but I might know something that you don't know. You know what I mean?
We sound like a couple of kids in the school ground. I know something you don't know. I know something you don't know.
And if you can share that with each other, like that's what it's about for me.
This is going to come out kind of weird though. That is actually, that I've been quiet about it for about a year or so now, but I'm still pursuing that shamanistic journey.
Mm-hmm.
That is the one thing about being a shaman that a lot of people don't understand. The basics of being a shaman is to receive and to give knowledge. Healing can be a part of it also, but it doesn't have to be. Shamanistic journey is a lot about knowledge and understanding and sharing that knowledge and understanding. If to be a true shaman, you just can't take it all in. You have to give it out also.
Yeah.
So I don't pursue the whole healing side of it and trying to understand herbs and rocks and crystals and all that thing. That's Teresa's job.
Yeah.
I love that knowledge and understanding and try to gain all the experiences that I can, physically, mentally, emotionally, whatever you want to put it, however you want to put it. But I also want to share that understanding back to people as much as I can. That's why I do these shows. That's why I enjoy talking. Whether I've got no people listening or I got 20 people listening, I'm still going to do this because that's who and what I've become. That's part of my journey. And that's what I'm saying. And being that way, we all, in some ways, are actually following the laws of a shaman. When you do that, you're gaining and returning knowledge. That's part of the journey. It's an ever-growing journey. It's like what I heard somebody get the other day. I say the other day, it was about a year and a half ago, because I'm a redneck and I'm a country boy, and everything's the other day for us. Yeah. But they say it's like, well, I'm a 32nd degree shaman. I'm like, you're a fucking liar too. And they got madder and shit. I said, there's no way to be a master shaman. You must have a complete understanding and knowledge of everything in the known and unknown universe. There's no human on earth that could ever conceive every bit of knowledge of the known and unknown universe. It's impossible. It's a continuous journey where you never stop.
Yeah.
Gaining and giving knowledge along the way. So see, you're actually doing a little bit of a shaman journey yourself when you do that.
Interesting.
A little bit of education for you. God, Jake's got a brain. Look at the brain on Brad.
You hit me. I'm gonna go walk to Earth like Cain from Kung Fu and just.
So what's a shaman then? A she-man.
Oh, I was like
the opposite of He-Man. Yeah. You gotta watch that shit nowadays. Everybody gets so offended.
Oh, that's what I was gonna say. Ooh, let's not touch this one. We don't have the checkbook.
I'll touch it. I don't care. You are who you want to be. I don't. Now, see, here we're going to tangent with society nowadays. I don't see the problem. If my cousin, I love her to death. She's transgender.
Mm-hmm.
Called him for years. Came to me one day and says, "I'm a woman. I'm going to go by this name." I'm like, "Okay,
all right."
And she was actually like, I was afraid to come out to you and talk with you about it. I'm like, why? Oh, because I've got that redneck reputation and stuff like that. You think I'd hate you? I said, the thing about a redneck is they don't hate anybody unless they fuck with them. Yeah. You don't piss in my Wheaties, I don't shit in your Cheerios. Well, I'll get along just fucking fine. Yeah. I don't hate anybody for anything. You be you, boo-boo. You do you. You want to be called whatever, I'll call you whatever. You want to don't call you use certain pronouns, and I won't use certain pronouns. I don't give a shit. That's not my problem. Now, if because I'm used to doing it and I slip up and say the wrong thing, don't get fucking mad. I made a mistake. I'll apologize and I'll correct him. I'll move the fuck on. I'm not gonna make an issue out of it. I don't care.
Yeah.
You want to change your name to Moon Zappa, then change your name to Moon Zappa. She might be pissed that you made her name and it was like hers, but it's your choice.
Yeah.
I don't care. It's that simple. Why is everybody so worried about what the fuck everybody else is doing? Do you, boo-boo? I'm not talking about like that, you perverts.
Have a good night, Jamie.
Good night, Jamie. Dog man out. Oh, man. Yeah, that's coming yet, too. There's so many spoof videos we got ready to go, man. I just got to get together with you fuckers so I can film them. And I got some of the stuff and supplies now. I've been picking up stuff.
Oh, yeah?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. The fucktard brain's been on overdrive.
I cannot wait to get filming with you guys. And
oh shit, I can't wait to get the one we already got filmed.
Yeah,
in the can, done.
Yeah,
I'm ready for it to be done.
Yeah, I'm ready to put it out there. Like let's go.
Let's get it. Let's do it. I'm tired of talking about it. Let's fucking do it. But that's my ADHD kicking in. I know you guys got a lot of shit to do with editing and rendering and all that shit. Ugh. I don't understand all that stuff. So with my ADHD,
I love doing it.
Well, but with my ADHD, it's like, let's do it. It's not simple. Just go click a button and it's done. I understand that intelligently.
Yeah.
But patience-wise and ADHD-wise, it's like, come on, motherfucker, go!
If I could wake up every day, get out of the shower, make myself some coffee, come right into this room, sit down, and edit all day long, like that was what I do every day, I would be happy.
Y'all notice he didn't say anything about getting dressed.
Oh, hell no. I do that shit naked as hell.
I'm sorry. I should have pointed that out. Yes, I should have. That was funny.
You know, and then like when I just can't look at the computer anymore, you know, I get a little tired. I stand up. I do some jumping jacks naked. Yeah, it's just, smack myself in the chest. Sounds? Yeah. Like just gets the blood flowing, literally. So.
I tell you what, man, it's a little bit after 10 already. We're going to call it tonight. We're not going to go 2 hours like we used to do. We're going to start shortening the show down, keep it kind of compressed for everybody because it does get a little bit long-winded. Unless we're really good on a good topic and you guys really want to have a discussion, then we'll hang around more. Don't get me wrong. We're not just going to cut people off from talking because that's what we're trying to promote with these shows. What I've been trying to promote for 10 years I've been doing it. Communication. Let's all communicate. Just talk to each other. It's so easy. Just talk to each other. Yeah. Don't text me. Talk to me. PM me. Don't text me, PM me. I'm just kidding. You can text me. You can hit me up on PMs. You can call me. I don't give a shit, man. Yeah. It's just let's talk it out. Let's have a conversation about things. See if we can get things going. Lee, you guys have a great night too. Tell the Patty we said howdy, and thanks again for Saturday night. I had an absolute ball working with you guys, and I can't wait to investigate with you guys again. Got so much fun going on, man. I'm just. I know I'm supposed to take the month of December off because I got to put chemo cream on my forehead, but I'm not doing it. I can't just lay down for a month. They made me do that for all 2020. They can kiss my ass. I ain't doing it again.
Yeah. I know. See, I have no fun. Like I'm just stuck up here in Wisconsin by myself. So
no, you're not. I'm gonna come up here. I'm telling you. I'm worried about this because I'm worried about this time of year because that whole snow bullshit thing. You guys get snow.
Oh yeah.
No. We average like 6 to 8 inches a year around this area. You guys get that, call it a fucking dusting.
Yeah, that's like that's what we got this weekend.
We haven't, huh? You guys already got snow up there?
No, I'm just saying normally that would be like just a weekend thing.
Oh shit, man! We haven't had snow in this area since I don't know, and they still talk about it. The
The
blizzard was
30s.
78. That's the last big snow we had here. Man, if we get a foot of snow on the ground in Southwest Ohio,
I'd be willing to bet that it snows this month. I mean, we're already like this week. The lows are down in
the what?
down in the 20s.
Fuck that, man. We're getting in the 30s and I'm bitching.
Dude, that's like fall weather, man.
I'm not one of those guys that wear shorts anyway, but I got some friends like, well, Rob and Terry out there in Illinois, and then Jason. Unless it's sub-zero, them fuckers are wearing shorts all year long.
Yeah.
Fuck that. Fuck that.
Yeah.
Stupid. Y'all stupid. We love you, but you're stupid. We do want to say we miss Jason. I wish you guys could have been here tonight, but he is feeling quite a bit under the weather, so he had to take a night off. You guys don't forget to go check out Squatch GQ energy drink. It has a Facebook page and stuff. Go make sure you go follow along and like it. And with what Mr. Kuykendall announced last week, it is being picked up by Walmart. So look for it in your Walmart stores coming soon. As soon as we know to start shipping to the stores, we will be posting it like crazy. So you guys will know for the fact when and where that as we get places that's released to that, we'll let you know. So had a great time. Joe, thanks for picking my brain and not my nose.
Anytime, man.
With that said, I'll let you say goodnight. Then I'll shut the and we'll get the hell out of here.
Oh man, thank you everyone. You guys are just awesome. Like you guys are here every week, putting up with our crazy shit. We absolutely love you guys for that. Thank you.
Absolutely. You can't tell the boss was here tonight. Jason, we hope you get feeling better. If not, we'll come take your temperature. With that said, we're getting the hell out of here. Y'all have a great night. Have a great week. We'll talk at you later.
Night, guys.